Alrighty, so this is a quick tutorial going over some really easy skinning improvements for clothing and the Metahuman creator in 5.6. So if you ever try to make something baggy in this system, you'll notice that like it looks terrible at runtime and it seems like impossible to fix it. Now the reasoning for this is that when you actually drag this asset onto your body, the Metahuman creator is actually going to be creating the skin weights for that at runtime. So it doesn't matter, like if you import in your cloth asset here, so I just have a super basic setup here. Even if you import a static mesh here that has like nice weight painting and everything like that, at this point here, all that weight is thrown out. And I think this is all kind of part of the push towards the using like chaos cloth and using like a sim workflow. So it's actually like having your mesh driven by like an underlying sim mesh. Now, I think there's still a place for a skeletal kind of workflow, and this is kind of a nice way of getting there. So I'm importing a static mesh because again, it doesn't matter, and I have import sim mesh unchecked, and it's just import render mesh. And if you are in the habit of just like double clicking to open your cloth assets to modify them, you actually want to close it and right click, open in data flow editor. And this looks different. So we have this evaluate data flow graph button here and a couple of other buttons. And this, it just looks a little bit different. What we need to do in order to actually edit this is, in order to improve the weighting, is we're actually going to use a paint weight map node here. So make sure that this one is the black one. There's also like this weight map node. This is for cloth. Like again, the cloth sim side of things, which we are not messing with right now. I think I'll dive into this more in the future, but for now, we're just going to be doing it the easy way. Then from here, set skinning selection. All right, we're going to go ahead and plug this attribute key into here, and then route this into here. Paint weight map. The key thing is we need to make a name for it, so I can call this relax map. Doesn't matter, just whatever makes sense to you. Render vertices, so we need to select which vertices we're actually going to be working on here, and then go here, selection map. This is fine, this is already plugged in. And then I also want to select the same render vertices, and then correction type relax. There are other options. So you could get real fancy with this and actually do a bunch of these and modify your weights a little bit more. But relax is probably like the easiest one. Again, this is we're just looking for an easy win here. That's running away on me. All right, so this viewport, we now have render option. So if you don't have render vertices selected, you are not going to have the option to actually see your render mesh here. And you click on your mesh, and then you'll get the painting mode. This is like a really weird viewport. It does not work exactly like you can't. Well, actually, you can WASD. Okay, I misspoke. I think this viewport is slightly different than the one you get if you double click and open this. It's very weird. Anyway. I'm going to use polylasso here and an attribute value of just 0.5. So we're just going to do a nice little 50% relax on these vertices here. And instead of trying to go in and paint like just kind of the underarm area, I'm just going to do the whole thing. This is going to be the easiest way to visualize. Click accept. And now this is going through here, into here, and click evaluate. Save. I'm going to go back to my outfit asset, clear this out, and then load it back in. And as you can see here, I have the body shape C of 4 as the body that I am like waiting, having this size of class asset correspond to. All right, took a second, and now this should be refreshed again. So I just go here, refresh preview. It is recalculating the weights when I do that, and I press play, and it's a lot smoother. Obviously we have the body poking through here, so a little bit more refinement. I also think, this mesh here, this is not a good mesh. This is I just drafted a pattern real quick out of Marvelous, exported it. This is not good topology. It's not good anything. It's just to kind of demonstrate this kind of workflow here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You can, like I said, you can easily modify this mesh even in Unreal after you assemble your character, right? You could do the sculpt mode and just kind of pull some of these shapes out. You can also go into your wardrobe item asset, and then if you set it to the Metahuman outfit pipeline and then do it down here, you actually get the option for this hidden face map. So you can create a mask that will cull all these faces underneath, which is really like something that you should be doing anyway in general, kind of depending on what your overall like process is and what you're trying to do. But yeah, so it's not bad. It's definitely a lot better than like this. So especially when we go like this, it's not perfect, but it's a hell of a lot better. So anyway, yeah, I hope this is helpful, and yeah, see you next time.